Hey, what's going on, guys? Wired Gaming back again with some more Generation Zero. And today what we're going to be doing is going over something quite spicy. I'm assuming a lot of you know what it is. Unfortunately, obviously a couple of the Xbox guys aren't going to know just yet. You've probably seen a lot about them. But if you're watching this video, you'll know what to expect and know what you're grinding for, which is going to help you guys out and make it all worthwhile, really. Now, as you can see behind me is a base. Because the latest update brought base building, but that is not the only thing it brought with it. It also brought experimental schematics. Now, you get a variety of things from defeating waves on base building, and one of those is experimental schematics for ammo and meds. The two main ones that you will get, well, alongside them you can still get crafting schematics for clothing and experimental weapons. Now what we're going to be doing today is going over the experimental schematics, looking at them, testing them out and seeing what they do. Let's do it. Now in total there are 24 schematics, 22 for ammunition and 2 for medical. Now there are 6 separate ones that you can get, sort of categories, and they're all pretty beefy. Now you can get them for various weapons. The effects differ between weapons. We're just going to be showing you the ones on 1 or 2 weapons. We're not going to go out and show you every single one on every single weapon. But they are as follows. Medical, heat, tar, explosive, radiation, corrosive, and shock. Now that's for the ammo. They are absolutely beastie. We will go into it a little bit more in a minute. I'll show you in detail with the ammo itself. And then for medical, you have healing. Now, this is a medical first aid kit. You know, it's pretty good. We'll go into a little bit more of what it does in a second. And we have a radioactive first aid kit. These things are absolutely insane. They're so much fun. They're so cool. Alongside these, the new ammo, it's amazing. It's amazing. Now then, to test all these out, we are going to be at the usual place, which is the artillery base. Just in the marshlands region, pretty much top left-hand side of the map. It's a great place. It's a test site. You know, what do you do with a test site? You test shit, which is what we're going to be doing. And we're starting off with medical ammo. Now, the properties of this medicine: heals target within a small area around the point of impact. This ammunition has no offensive capabilities. Experimental 12 gauge pump action almost fully heals health, but knocks back target units and the user. Based on the 12 gauge shells, which are single large shots that do a large amount of damage to a single point rather than fragmented shots. Very focused on a single point, these shells can be devastating when they connect. Now, you haven't used these? Pretty simple. Shoot the ground. You'll heal. Bish bash bosh. Now, pardon me, sorry guys, I've got a little bit of the case of the hiccups there. The real fun thing about these is this. You can use these for PvP. Oh, it didn't work. You can blow yourself back if you and close enough. It works much better when you've got another person with you. But whack them on the experimental shotgun and you can have loads of fun with it. You just literally run around shooting each other and everybody ragdolls. It is beautiful. Now, that's that bit out of the way. We're going to move on to the offensive ones now, and we're going to have a load of fun with them, test them out on some machines, and so we're starting off on the offensive with 5.56 heat ammo. The properties of this are specially crafted to directly deal significant damage to components that are behind armor. This ammunition, however, deals much less damage to non-component parts compared to the conventional ammo types, and no damage at all to armor itself. Based on the NATO standard ammunition caliber used in assault rifles, modified by unidentified research department at FOA. Now, where we are? Hey, we're at FOA. This is the perfect place to be testing these. The noise that these things make is wicked. You can hear it impact. And the little sort of like yellow glow that it leaves is really, really cool. I love that glow. It's so cool. I just absolutely love this ammo. It is one of my favourites. The noise that it makes as it hits the target, the little sort of like twang. I don't really know how to describe it. It's just so cool. And if you get it right as well, you can see the sort of light coming off of it. The heat. As you can see there, look at all that. That's just amazing. It looks so much cooler when you let off a big old like mag full as well. So if you've got an extended mag for something that's 5.56, then oh, you're gonna have a lot of fun. A really cool thing as well is sometimes you can be really far away from something, like really far, and you can still hear the sound. I don't think it's meant to happen, but it just sounds cool anyway. Look at it glowing away. Obviously, it's better for component damage, but you know, if you've got enough ammo, who needs component damage? Just the way it tears through everything is just beautiful. I love it. Boom, got rid of that box already. And his fuel tank. Oh, such a beautiful piece of kit. Tar is our next one. Tar bullets are really cool. They slow enemies down just a little way. It's pretty much what you'd expect. Tar bullets contain a tar-like substance which slows targets that are hit. Slowness stacks to a degree upon subsequent hits to the targets. These rounds have a very small chance to ignite the user upon firing, which I've not had happen yet at all, which is a shame. I was really hoping it would happen, but no, I've been trying for a while and I ain't got that much uranium. Oh no. The synergies for this experimental AG4 fireballs can be planted on the ground for a short time that deal damage over time to enemies that come into contact. The experimental KVM59 chain lightning can bounce off surfaces at the cost of slightly shorter range and slightly less chain capabilities. See, I don't see why it gives you all of that stuff. I don't know. It's cool. It's very cool. But still. Now, it's amazing. It works really well. You can't really see much here. There's almost like nothing other than the splats, but other than that, you like obviously far away, you're never gonna see that. It looks cool, but it's up close and personal. It's really nice, and once again, it just works so well against enemies. And as like a support build, it could work so well. One weapon of yours could have the tar, and then another weapon could have sort of med ammo, and that would work really, really nicely. And then you've got somebody else that's going full gun-ho with, I don't know, explosive ammo, radioactive ammo, all that cool stuff. It's really cool. It's a nice little thing. The experimental ammos do bring quite a few changes to the way that you can play the game, which is nice. I like it a lot. So the tar ammo is really good just for sort of slowing enemies down. It works better on the smaller guys, I think, personally. Other people might have a different experience with it, but I don't really use it all too often on the bigger guys. But hunters and runners, it works really nicely. Just slows them down a tad, just enough to... Oh, bugger me. Just enough to give you that little bit of an edge in combat. Because you know how sort of feisty some of these hunters can be. They can get right up in your face really quickly. And it just gives you that little bit of an edge against the group, to be honest. Using them against one or two, I've not really seen much of a use for. It doesn't really make much difference. But when you've got a big old group, it 100% it pays off. Like I said, especially on the smaller enemies. It works on the bigger guys, but I don't use it all too much. I don't see that much point. Armor-wise as well, it's not the greatest against armor. It's pretty pointless. It is there pretty much to help more than anything, and just slow down those enemies a little bit more than what you'd normally have to deal with, which is quite nice. Especially if you're running like a group of you, because you can have people with sort of now support classes more than anything. You could have people with sort of like tar and then healing and all that kind of stuff, and then everybody else could be pure like murder and running around with the big guns, which works really nicely. It's quite cool. Next up, we have one of my favorites. This is the only one that we are using an experimental weapon for, because it works the best on an experimental weapon. It's amazing. Properties: the proximity bomb, crafted with a very small proximity bomb, which is deployed on a surface that when the bullet hits, alternatively can be used directly at enemies, which has a small chance to immediately detonate on impact, dealing heavier damage than if planted. It's amazing. It's beautiful. Oh, honestly, explosive ammo is without a doubt my favorite. I love it. And you can see the little tags there. Sort of similar to the experimental, the flatchet round, sorry, for the shotgun. I just think they're really cool. It's really weird though, because they don't always go off in the time that you fired them, which I find really strange. And it's a shame that they're proximity, because it'd be really cool just to be able to like launch loads of them and then just let them go. It'd look really amazing. You can't shoot them either, which is a bit of a ball ache. It would be cool if you could, because then you could make some really good traps. You could get nice and creative with it, but unfortunately not. Maybe that would be something that they add a little bit later on. They did just go off then. It just takes so long. You gotta wait like 5 minutes. Well, hold on. We'll let them go. Ah, they'll go. They'll go. I promise you, they'll go. Now. Wait. Now. Nope. Now. Nope. Wait for it. Wait for it. Now. Yeah, they're not going off. Bastards, they went off. Anywho, let's go use it on some enemies. Oh, it's just so beautiful. I love it. With the overdrive feature, it just works so nicely. Just wait for it, wait for it. There's loads of them around their feet, and bish bash bosh. You can see just before there, just before he blew up himself. Wait for it. Now you can get these as well for the PVG, but I don't think it works as well for the PVG. You see the body there just explode at the end. Sometimes you have to wait a while, which is a bit of a bore ache, but it works. They're quite good on bigger enemies, like the tanks and stuff like that, because obviously you're putting a lot of rounds into that enemy anyway, so it sort of pays off that few seconds wait, which is good. It's nice. It's very nice. Next up is the radioactive ammo. We're using 0.32 ATP for this. It's pretty bad. I'm not a fan of it at all. As I will pretty much say a lot through the using of it against enemies, because it's good, but I really don't see much point in it. I get the effects, but it's not for me. It is cool. It's fun to play with, especially when you're with other people. But I've ended up killing myself more times with this than I have machines. Now, the properties of the radioactive ammo are the radioactivity. Completely disables machine visuals senses upon impact for a short time. Also deals very mild damage over time. These rounds have a small chance to inflict radioactive poisoning to the user upon firing. Now, it's cool. It's cool. We got some green green goo. Green jizz. There we go. I have been injured already. I like the green. The green is cool. The radioactiveness of it is very cool. But I tend to get rushed by machines, and then I end up getting killed by said machines through my radioactive rounds, which is a little bit disheartening. But it's fine. It's fine. It's part of the game. You know how it is. So let's test it against some hunters. It's not good. So while the radioactive ammo is pretty cool, I really don't see any capabilities to it. I've injured myself more than I have enemies with this. which is quite annoying. It's cool. It is a cool piece of... It's good ammo. It's different. It's something new. But once again, I've injured myself more than I have anything else. Which is a little bit disappointing. I've given up on crafting radioactive ammo. I used it like 3 times and that was it. It's just... It's as you can see, I'm getting more injuries here than the machines are. It does work. It does kill them eventually. You're just waiting a hell of a long time. And there you go. As you can hear there, that it is doing damage, but the damage over time value for this, as opposed to sort of the explosive or the heat, is just not there. Which I think is going to be kind of an obsolete piece of ammo. You can injure your friends a little bit with it, which can make it quite fun. You've got to get it right. You have to... But, you know, it's... For me, no, it's not the one. It's good, but it's not explosive. It's not explosive ammo, guys. That's the problem, you see. It's not explosive. Oh, it's a shame. So I had 200 rounds, and we've used them all, and we've killed a doggo. I think we've done a bit of damage to one of the hunters up top there, but we're not killing anyone. Not with this stuff. Next up is 5.56 Corrosive Ammo. Whoa, this is my, I don't know, you know. It's a tough one. It is a tough one. It's between this and explosive, but it's a beast. It is an absolute beast, this ammo. The corrosion deals significantly heavier damage to armor, but less damage to components. Now, for me, it is such a beast, mainly because I just go gung-ho and shoot the shite out of anything that moves. I do aim for components on the bigger boys, but with the smaller guys, I don't really bother. So it works really, really well for me. It is such a fun bit of kit. It's awesome. As you can see, sort of like the acidy effect that's eating... It's so cool. It really is. It's amazing. I love it. It's a great piece of kit. It's so much fun to use. It works really well against all enemies as well, which is nice. It's very nice. Let's go test it. It's corrosive test time. Ah, I love this stuff. So good. It just eats through everything. I absolutely love it. It just works so nicely. And it's just cool. It's so cool. Just aim at the face of a tank. Look at that sort of acidy effect that's coming off of him. It's really nice. It is very cool. Oh, let's get behind some cover quick. Oh, he got me. Damn. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We will respawn quickly. We're going to take that tank out with our corrosive ammo. We've got enough of it. I just love the effect that it has on the machines as you're sort of pummeling them. That sort of orangey, rusty smoke that's coming off. It looks really, really cool. Once again, this is got to be my favourite after... It's a close match between this and explosive. The shock ammo is cool. I like the shock ammo, but we've already got the KVM, so you know it's we've done it. We've done it. Look at all these enemies coming in. It's beautiful. I am sorry to say, Tanky Boy, but today is not your day. Aiming for components is not... It doesn't work all too well. I mean, it's okay, you can do if you've got the spare ammo. I know a lot of people have a lot of sort of ammo and everything else ready to go, so it's pretty simple, really. Alright, bish bash bosh. Oh no, reload, quick, 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 quick. As you can tell, I've given up on taking out the tank for this one. I'm trying to keep these little bits short and sweet. There's a lot of enemies, though. That's, oh, man, he got me. Right, let's move on to the next ammo type. The final one. The beastly piece of ammo that is the 7.62 shock ammo. Obviously, once again, as I mentioned at the start of the video, it's not just limited to 7.62. All of the ammo types come in... All the experimentals, sorry, come in different ammo types. So it's all about what you prefer to use over what you get. Some of them are better than other weapons. Obviously, like the experimental explosive rounds on the Capist are so much better to me personally than on the PVG. So it's all about personal preference, really. But electrical tethers crafted with a very small mechanism which is deployed on a surface that the bullet hits. Damage dealing electric tethers can then be formed when one mechanism is within a short distance of another newly planted mechanism, which is very, very cool. It changed to, I think it was 4 or 5 you can get out of it. And then run through, and bish bash bosh. I'm a dead man. Oh no! But it is a very, very cool little thing. I mean, it's so much fun to use. Especially against machines. As you'll see in a second. You can literally just run around and go mad. And it's a little bit dark. Ah, oh, it's getting dark. But you can... How cool is that? Look. You can create a tripwire sort of between the trees. Which is absolutely amazing. I love this ammo type. It is so cool. You could even create like a little light show. I mean, how cool is that shit, man? It's just amazing. Let's get 2 more trees that are close together. And we'll go again. Look at that. That is beastie. And hurt. It hurts though. It does hurt. Look at it. Oh. So cool. You've got like a fully electric fence. I'm gonna have so much fun with this ammo type. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna figure something out, and it's gonna be damn cool. Let's move on to the experimental medkits. So, for our final ammo type, we have shock ammo, which is actually really good. Oh my god, we've also got a flying tank. Jesus, it's Christmas. Which is just beastie. The good thing about this one is it's not like the KVM. You can, as you can see here, you can plant like 2 beacons in the floor, and when enemies run through it, they get a shock, which is actually really cool. You just create like a sort of area that tangles them in, and it can work really nicely if you get it right. As you can see there, it's just chaining on to anything that's close enough. And it acts as sort of like a trap, which is really, really smart. It's something that we've not really seen all too much. I have been saying for so long that I want tripwires, and to be fair, at the moment, this seems to be like the closest thing we're getting. But I'll take it, you know, it works, it's smart, it's cool, I like it, it's nice. It's just beastly ammo. It really is. I love it. I love it. Just look at him still shocked there like that. That's... How cool is that? Let's take out the tank. And then we'll move on to the experimental medkits. Which are pretty damn cool. Not gonna lie. They're not amazing, but they're cool enough. Let's do it. So we're going to start off with the medical first aid kit. This one is a certified beast. I love the design on it as well. It's so cool. And slap some duct tape over it and there you go. This is what it does. Yeah. It's good. It's proper resistance style. Now the properties of this are significantly speeds up health recovery, but also reduces movement speed for around 15 seconds. I say around, it does reduce it for 15 seconds. Now it's really good. Let's run out here quick, take some shots, and we'll use it. Come on, fellas, where are you? Keep on. Are you gonna shoot me or not? I don't think anyone's gonna shoot me. These guys' aim is terrible. But, alright, we're gonna sprint. Boom! Use that. That slows you right down for 15 seconds. But, the whole time you're being slowed down, it will continue to heal you. Which is really, really useful. So for those 15 seconds, you're almost invincible unless you get something really big and beefy. Like the tank railgun. And you've already got a little bit less than 100, then you can pretty much survive most attacks. Which is really good. It's helpful. I mean, the Reaper's attacks, they are still like, ow. Ow, ow, indeed. But, you know, it works. It works, man. It's a good piece of ammo. Piece of equipment is the word I'm looking for there. It's good. Now, we'll move on to the next one, which is... yeah, let's not even go there. It's pointless. Let's do it. So, this one, the radioactive one, is, in my opinion, fucking useless. It's cool, don't get me wrong, it is very cool. But, I've not really found any use for it yet. Like, none at all. The radioactivity significantly speeds up stamina recovery, but also applies radiation poisoning for 15 seconds. The only thing that I really think it could be useful for is melee. Obviously, sprinting is going to do a little bit, it's going to help. So your stamina's just never going to go down. But also you're going to be taking damage. So it's not really going to be the best when you're trying to actually fight. I mean, it works. You can move like fast as hell. So if you do want to get away from machines, I think that could potentially be maybe the only reason I would ever use this ammo. I keep calling them ammo. It's because I've done all the ammo schematics first. That's probably the only reason I would ever actually use that equipment. It's cool, but to me, I wouldn't use it because it takes up a lot of crafting resources. Well, it takes up uranium, which we all need uranium, man. Uranium is tough cookie. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is our testing grounds. Part of, anyway. That has been it from me today. I hope you've all enjoyed. I've enjoyed going through all these schematics and ammo types. And I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing them. Let me know down in the comments which ones you've got and which ones you want. And we'll be back with some more Generation Zero very soon. But for now, I've been Wired. You've been awesome. Thanks for watching. Peace.